Hey everyone, just doing a quick review, one that I've been asked to do a couple of times now on the new Daiwa Basiair Z45 box it comes in, a few of its features there. It's an expensive reel, RRP £1,000 RRP, but I know you can get a good deal on them through the different shops. In the box you get a pretty decent reel pouch, never use mine, have a neoprene, obviously to keep all your spare parts in there, and the instruction book, some spare washers, and a band which I presume is just obviously for the line. Just open this one up because there is something else in here which I just have no idea what it is. They come with this piece of plastic, I don't know if it's a sticky off thing, it is, no idea what it is, and you get this neoprene band which is obviously for the spool. You've got some washers there, and this instruction book. So user's manual. Pretty standard stuff. Obviously you get a parts sheet in there too. The reel itself, I got these reels when they first came out. I was on Basiairs before that. Fancied a change, and to be fair I went and had a look at the Shimano Tech Mags. Don't know, just didn't do it for me at all. I felt the balance of them was wrong. When you were turning, I could feel some rotor wobble in them, and the handle, when I left it sort of that position, just wasn't doing it for me. Quite a big bulky reel, my personal opinion obviously. Asked Daiwa if they'd send a couple of these up to the local shop that I use. Sent them up really quick service. Bought 3 there and then. These reels are absolutely fantastic. I abuse my reels. They never go in a reel pouch. Be lucky if they ever see a rod bag. They get thrown in the back of my van permanently up, and I'm on the bank maybe 4 nights a week all the time. I've done the whole winter with these reels. They've been in the lake, in the water, in the snow. They've been frozen. I don't know if you can hear. There is no grinding on those reels at all. Finish on them, gun smoke and red detailing. The handle, one of the things that, there's not much written about them, and one of the things that people were saying is they can't see this handle lasting very long. 5 nights a week, all conditions. Handle's mint, there's no wobble on the handle like there used to be on the Basiair. So the handle's held up really well. Obviously we've got the quick drag on there. But these reels are obviously they're sealed, so there can't be any water ingress. I know a lot of people slate the Basiair and say water gets in there and they grind and they're knackered, but it didn't bother with my old ones, just used to rinse them off and they were fine. These have not done any grinding. They've never even had the spool off them. Got a new handle on there, lightweight. The whole reel comes in at 440 grams. They balance really well on my current rods. not even dirty inside. I would have expected them to be dirty, but they're not. So here's the inside of the reel. Well, not the inside, but the pinion, whatever it's called. And you can see this is all now sealed here. This is all different than the Basiair. This is all sealed so there can be no water ingress and no dirt. The spool's machined out of a billet, machined out of a piece of aluminium. Just loaded up with Nash decam there. Just, I thought they'd be really dirty in there, but they're not. They're really clean. Okay, one thing I have definitely noticed with these reels, which it's always pained me, to be fair, with all my other reels, including the old Basiairs, I have not got any line twist with these at all. I play all the fish off the clutch as well. These have seen some pretty big fish now. I've not got one bit of line twist. It's unbelievable. It's called something like Twist Buster 2 technology on them. I don't know what that is, but I've not got one piece of line twist. I've not used a twist doctor or anything. I've not done anything to eradicate, to get rid of twist, but I've got no twist with these now. What other bits have we got on there? Got something called air rotor. Don't know what that is. I think it's something to do with this arm. We've got a 4:1 gear ratio. The gear ratio, the retrieve on them's perfect. I think 4:1 is pretty much a standard. We've got 10 ball bearings, which some people may say that's low for a high-end reel, but 7 of them are roller ball bearings, and this just makes this super smooth. Like super smooth. We've got high impact line clip. Line clip's pretty good. We've got a machine. This is all machine cut out of a single piece, your bail arm. So all that's machined out of a single piece of aluminium. Try and bring it around for you. There you go. The gears inside, I don't know what they're made out of, but it's called something like Digigear 2. The cranking power on them is absolutely amazing. Like literally amazing. I could go, I'm quite confident that I could crank these. If I got snagged in a snag, I could wind instead of walking back and get a crack and snap my line. The power on them is just phenomenal. You know, before I bought them, I wasn't £1,000 each a reel. You know, they had to be good in order to want to buy them, but they were fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Just the feel of them in the hand was so far greater than the old ones and any other offering by anybody else at the time. You know, and I can justify the cost of the reels because I use them. You know, I don't just fish a weekend here and there. I'm on the bank all the time. If I wasn't on the bank all the time, would I have bought them? No, probably not. But I am. I like to have nice things, and they're just unbelievable. They really, really are great reels. Like I say, I've had them now for a while, so I feel like I can give you a fair review of them. I've not just bought them and gone, look how great these reels are. I have found a couple of niggles with them, so I'll show you those now. If you're casting in a large wind, or you've got a slight bow in the line tends to get caught. I don't know how to film this. Let's see if we can get it. In here there's a small gap between the bail arm and where it meets the body of the reel, the rotor if you will. There's a tiny little gap just about there. I don't know if you'll see it. The line goes under there. There's no line guard on them. It's obviously for a weight thing, I would imagine. So the line, again, if you're casting into a big wind or you don't quite nip it as the lead hits the water, the line can go behind. But the couple of times it's happened, I just take the spool off, lift the line off, and away we go again. We're fine. That is a bit of a niggle though here, where it's joining. That does niggle me slightly. The wobble on the spool has gone. There used to be on the old Basiairs, if you had your spool at top dead centre for going back to an engine, but top dead centre, so your spool's fully extended. If you had a big fish on, you used to be able to really twist the spool, and you'd feel like you were going to snap the arm inside. It was a bit worrying when you were playing a big fish up there, because you could see the spool moving. This now it's really solid. There's no wobble on the spool, and obviously the bail arm doesn't close on a wind. So if you're going for a big cast, you don't have to worry about catching anything and the bail arm going. The spring won't let it. It's got a low spring in the bail arm to stop it going over, so you don't accidentally knock the bail arm over, on a big cast and crack off and kill the guy on the bank opposite. So that's your Basiair Z45 review in English. It's an honest review, really is. If anyone's local to me and they want to have a look at these reels, if they're looking at buying some, get in contact. You're quite welcome to have a look at these. Everyone who looks at them on the bank tell you can see where the money is in the reel. Just the quality of it, the feel of it, and the balance. Everything about the reel is fantastic. So there you go. Basiair Z45. Thanks for watching.